Paul understood something that I think we've either forgotten or we choose to overlook. In Romans chapter 1, around verses 11 and 12, Paul is telling the Romans church that he would love to come to them to impart a spiritual gift that will encourage them. But he also mentions that he would love to be encouraged by their faith. And here's what Paul is saying. I may be the apostle, but I'm still a servant of the Most High God. And there is something that I have to offer you, but there's also something that you have to offer me. See, Paul didn't see himself as high and lifted up. He referred to himself as the least of all sinners. And so Paul understood that for the people that he was leading, for the churches that he was planting, for the people that he was pastoring, it wasn't this top-down structure. It was cyclical. It was a circle that as he poured into them, they would pour into him as well, as the Spirit of God poured into all of them. See, I think sometimes we forget or we overlook that church is not about my title. Apostle, pastor, evangelist, whatever. It doesn't matter. Those titles are gifts. They're not the primary personality of the person who may walk in it. They're gifts to be given away. But then again, every person in a body of believers is a gift, and they hold a gift that is to be esteemed and to be given away. And I think what Paul is trying to remind us and to get us to understand is that every person in a body of believers, every person in a church is important and has a role to play. There are no small fries. There are no small potatoes. There should not be a personality-driven leader that everybody fawns over and tells how great they are. The purpose of the church is for strengthening, for encouraging, and for building up one another in our most holy faith so that we can take that outside of the four walls and make an impact in the community. So no, you're not a small fry. Yes, when you sneak in and sneak out, you are robbing the body of something that is beautiful. You might even be robbing your leader, your small group leader, your pastor, whatever, of something that they need for that week. You matter. And I think we all, from the top to the bottom of the church, of the body of Christ, would do well to remember that all of us have a role to play and that this does not happen without the Spirit of God empowering all of us to pour into one another so that we can pour into this world to reach Him together. Just my thoughts. Be blessed.